Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Tennessee's offense will get the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They're in overdrive already into the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? You've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle, it's Buckley. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking downfield, it's Duggar. He lost one down the sideline. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
And the DB right with him to knock it away. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Watson. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play, just making it happen?
There he goes. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Duggar. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Rides the back and leaves it. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Washington State will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out, and he's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
The short hands, it's Ellison. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Handoff from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his 3-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Fires to the big fella. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
2nd down coming up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Lane. Pocket breaking down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Got it, looking for the 1st down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Got a 1st down here to open the period. Hand off from the shotgun. Inside the 30. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
And the Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now.
Breaks into the open, and he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive charge.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Duggar. Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Leaves it with the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Lane. Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, he'll take that throw all day.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Matthews. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Vols with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Scanning the field, it's Lane. Makes the catch. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the balls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This will likely be the last play of the half. Corners are going to bail. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Under fire. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. Get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll take another shot here. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
And the Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the stomping has commenced.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one pothole after another. They're trailing by 14 to Cincinnati. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Fakes to grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Ellison. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Release to the back. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And on offense, you know this is four-down territory. You have to come away with the touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the eight ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game. Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Back to throw, it's Lane. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 35. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
Let's see. Every time big play.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Snap in the shotgun. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thurman. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
about that. Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lane. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Calls his own number. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Back to throw, it's Duggar. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Cougars are on the move. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Good quickness.
He's still just not
flying down the right side. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Looking left. Makes the grab. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully. They've got it at the 30.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
In this offense, they just got to find a way to make some plays here. They've dug themselves a huge hole. Haven't played well, especially in the important areas. They've kicked too many field goals, not scored a touchdown. They've got to find a way to create an explosive play.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Dropping back, it's Lane. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll try to power their way ahead. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on 3rd.
And the Vols back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Touchdown, Tennessee! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Freeman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Cougars line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. On the ground, it's Woods. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn was anything but dominant today, but the Huskies are going to leave Rentschler Field winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Lane. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown Volunteers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Trying to move them on the counter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking to throw, it's Lane. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab inside the 30. Racing down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Catch inside the 25. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Turning it on. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Ooh.